This is WPTV.
Welcome to Celebrity Catch-Up. I'm Wendy Olmos, and today our teams go head-to-head to test their celebrity knowledge. Let's start with question 1. Which female rapper recently sued her record label because of a music band?
I think we know it.
All right, and Anna?
I'm gonna go
Megan Thee Stallion?
Yes, it is Megan Thee Stallion. Megan got a temporary restraining order against 1501 Certified Entertainment LLC and the CEO, Carl Crawford. She's suing them for breach of contract, violation of the Deceptive Trade Practice Consumer Protection Act, and much more. Megan also accused them of telling the distributor 300 Entertainment to not release her music, which was supposed to come out on March 6th, and this could potentially hurt her career.
Wow.
Like, I'd have to say, she's suing them for a lot of stuff, and I didn't even know that there was a lot of stuff that they breached in her contract that she really wants to get her music out there, and that could really hurt her career, not just in a monetary way.
But I'm really glad she did do this because this happens to a lot of artists. It happened to Taylor Swift too, and she went out on Twitter and did it. Like, she's doing it the legal way, so I'm glad she's doing it that way because it is a problem in the industry that people will try to take your money and stuff like that. And she just wants her music released. Like,
Yeah, they don't
she's
want
an
her
artist.
they don't want her to change her sound because she wants to go bigger, but they want her to still be in the same kind of category, and she's like, she don't want to be in that category no more.
Yeah, it's kind of sad when like you really want to get creative with your music, but then there's like a contract
not
saying,
letting
"Oh,
you."
I'm sorry, you can't do that," or like, "Oh, I'm sorry, we can't pay you this much, even though you work this hard on music." It's really sad when it's in a way that's being taken advantage of the artist, and that's really disappointing when you have a contract binding you to that.
Yeah.
On that note, let's move on to question 2. Which show based on New York City law and crime and 3 shows about Chicago's first responders will be renewed on NBC? And time's up. Does anybody want to give this one a try? It's 4 shows that are being renewed.
Oh.
I want to say Chicago Blue is one of them. It's Chicago something, right?
I don't know, I think it's Chicago Med, Chicago PD. I don't know the other 2.
Well, you have like 2 out of 4 of them. Does anybody else want to give the rest?
Don't look at me.
Yeah,
I don't know the answers to it, to this one.
Law and crime, 3 shows about.
1 is in New York, 3 are based on Chicago.
Is Law and Order SVU one of them?
That is one of them.
Okay,
So that's 3.
That's 3.
Do you want to try to get the last one?
Another New York one?
No, another Chicago. So you got, which one did you
Chicago
get?
Med, Chicago PD.
And then Law and Order
Law
SVU.
or SVU.
There's one more. One more.
I'm not watching TV.
Criminal Minds? No, right?
No.
That's not it.
Can we get like half the point?
Yeah, just give them the point. I'll give you this one. So it was Law and Order SVU, it was Chicago Med, Chicago PD, and Chicago Fire. The 4 shows got
That's the
renewed for
one
3
I know.
seasons,
That's
and executive producer Dick Wolf signed a 5-year deal with Universal Television. Law and Order SVU currently has 21 seasons and counting. Chicago Fire has 8, Chicago Med has 5 seasons, and Chicago PD has 7. His shows will also be available on the streaming service Peacock, which will be later released this year.
Yes.
I'm pretty excited because a lot of these shows I've been watching for a long time, especially Law and Order.
Yes.
I cannot get enough of it, and I'm excited that we're going to be going up to 24 seasons.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that's crazy. And like, good for these people that they all have a job for like the next couple of years because acting is something hard. So
Because
a
Law
hard
and Order
job.
been running since the 90s. So
Yeah,
it's
especially
so
Law
long.
and Order. Like her name is not coming to my head.
Olivia?
but
Olivia Benson.
Yes, her. She's been on it.
I
since the
definitely
beginning.
love her character. Like this, that it's
Like her
this,
hair changes throughout every season.
and I also love how she's very like ambitious and really go-getting to like get the job done. Like she doesn't stand down, especially when like during the show. There's a lot of these obstacles that say like, oh, this case is being handed down to this department. She just doesn't. Her character just doesn't stop until they get whoever was responsible.
I mean, I sincerely hope that these shows continue on. So after season 30th for whichever show, we can have a job as camera crew or work in the control room. To be honest with you.
I guess like we're gonna be. I'm guessing now that there's more seasons, more time to binge watch. I guess. Now let's move on to question 3. This former Disney Channel star filed a restraining order against this female rapper.
Sorry, we killed it today.
And time's up. Does anybody want to give this one a try? All right.
Sky Jackson and Bad Baby.
Yes, it is Sky Jackson and Bad Baby. Also known as Danielle Bregoli, on February 27th, Sky took out a restraining order on her after she said on Instagram Live, quote, "I will literally kill you." Danielle said Sky was getting all up with her boyfriend on Finsta and blocked her on Instagram and Twitter. Danielle has spoken to Sky's mom, and her mom joined in on the conversation. Meanwhile, Sky's been trying to avoid the drama and just continue on and trying to get out of the situation. So I'd
Yes.
say, okay, I can understand being mad at somebody for trying to, like, in a way, talk to your boyfriend, but I don't really would go as far as to actually try to threaten them. I feel like she took this way too far.
Yeah, that's immature.
Wait, so who threatened who? Bad
Baby
threatened
threatened
Sky.
Jackson.
Because she's saying Sky was talking to her boyfriend on Finsta, and that got her really mad. I can
feel like
understand
we
getting
all-
mad, but like not.
It's
literally.
expected from
Yeah,
her.
it's
Yeah,
expected.
and it's good that
not-
Sky Jackson isn't feeding into Bad
Yeah.
Baby's drama, that she's
'Cause
kind of just like,
it can mess up her, I would
Yeah.
say, reputation.
yeah.
Yeah, and even like their moms got involved because Bad Baby, she talked to Sky's mom, then Sky's mom replied back, and then Danielle's mom jumped in on the conversation. And
course.
Sky, during all this, she's just, I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
trying to not go
Make
in too
money.
deep in this. But like, I mean, I guess we'll just wait till the drama blows over on this one. And now let's move on to question 4. This model and TV personality married to John Legend will get her own courtroom show. And time's up. Does anybody want to give this question a try?
Chrissy Teigen.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah, it is Chrissy Teigen.
How?
Chrissy Teigen's new show, Chrissy's Court, will premiere on Quibi on April 16th, and Quibi is a new streaming service where she handles real people with real cases. In the show, Chrissy is the judge, and her mother will play the bailiff. When Chrissy makes a decision in this show, it is binding. So any decision she makes, it's legally binding. It's not like
She didn't go to school to be a judge.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this one's surprising.
how they
So
This one's
it's
surprising
like-
to me as well.
This happened.
Is it like
Like
marriage?
this girl was on lip battles, like lip sync battles. How she a judge now?
Is it like
good for
divorce
her,
court
not-
or something?
I mean, good for her that she's going into law enforcement, but I am a little bit curious
Like
as to
how?
how she became. She has not really
How
spoken
real
about
are the cases?
Yeah, that's what
Like,
I'm
is it like
saying. Maybe
Casa
it's
Cerrada
like-
I was
made
thinking the
up?
same
Or
thing.
is
Wait,
it
that's
like-
what made up?
Supposedly, yeah.
Some of those,
Supposedly it is made
some of those are made
No,
up.
you can't be ruining my childhood like that. No.
So like, I'm wondering, is it like some of these are made up?
Maybe
or
it's like
It's
divorce
like real
or
people
There
something.
have
going
to
on
be,
the
because
show
there's
together.
no
Like,
way something so serious could be taken
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
when I heard about this, I'm like, okay, real people, real cases, but can it legally be binding? Because courtroom TV, I don't know where the legal
Like, I
system
think
goes on
Judge
that.
Judy, I
but,
think
like,
she's pretty real, but Chris, I don't know.
I
I will have to watch an episode for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be
interested, though.
tuning
It'll
in
be
because I'm
fun.
interested to know how the cases are going to go and what Christy's decision is going to be on the matter. But let's
Yeah.
move on to question 5. Which former Game of Thrones actress used to hate the Jonas Brothers before meeting Joe Jonas? And time's up. Does anybody know the answer to this one?
You could give them the point.
We have the first name.
You have to, I think the first name is Sophia.
We don't know her last name.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you this one. It is Sophie Turner.
So-
like,
I
believe it
said
or not, it is Sophie Turner.
Sophie Turner.
When she was younger, she and her friends were fans of a band called Busted and loved their song Year 3000. But then the Jonas Brothers did a cover of it, and it was popular. Busted later disbanded, and they thought it was because of the Jonas Brothers. But on their first date, she thought he was going to bring security and be rude, but he didn't, and they ended up having a good time. So this surprised me when I heard about this, because like they were married, and to find out that she previously
didn't
disliked
like
him
him.
was
Yeah. And now
was
she's
like a
having-
shock to me.
His baby.
Now she's
having his baby.
yeah, it's like kind of like how things sometimes work out. Like she disliked him because of a band that she liked back then. And now she's married to him and she's having his kid. So it's like one of those things that just happens.
Not gonna lie, I'm just sincerely upset at myself for skipping this one article. I would have known the answer, but no. Decided to read something else.
I need to watch more TV because I didn't know anything.
But, yeah.
But yeah, but I guess like it all worked out in
that's
the end
cute.
because now they're happy together. So I guess all's well that ends well. And that's the end of this round. Our winners for this round are Anna and Reggie. Congratulations, you guys.
Not 1 point.
Like I agree, some of these topics were really difficult. Like it's really, yeah. But some of these were like challenging questions, so I'd understand these were really tough. But that's all we have for today, and thanks for tuning in. If you want to catch us more, follow us at Rumor Report at WPU. See you next time.